Okay, in this video I'm going to be talking about how to get star fragments and how to trigger a shooting star. Now, this is a video that I've already done before, but I found an easier way to trigger a shooting star. So I'll explain that later. But here's one star fragment you can find right here. That's the first one we're going to go get. It's on the far east corner of the map. Just look for this little, looks like a sideways smiley face. Got the two rocks here, and that looks like the mouth. If you put a pin there, looks like the nose. Let's mark my spot. So anyway, that's the first one we're going to get. But now before doing that, you probably want to get some zap shrooms, because there's a lot of electric, there's an electric choo-choo up there. There are bokoblins shooting shock arrows, and you're going to have a moblin with a thunder spear. Let's get rid of this moblin first. Cool. Okay, so anyway, if you want to get some zap shrooms, a really good location is to go far up north. The Akala Ancient Tech Lab. Glide over this way, and around all these trees you'll find a whole bunch of zap shrooms. That's a good place to get them. And you just want to, what I cooked up. Okay, I got a shock resistant meal here, 11 minutes, high level shock resistance. I used 4 zap shrooms and 1 rock salt for that. And it makes a huge difference. I mean, you don't necessarily need shock resistance. You'd be amazed at the difference it makes, because you get shocked, you lose a lot of hearts. You drop your weapon, your shield, your bow. You have shock resistance. It barely does any damage at all. Okay, here we are. I'm going to go ahead and take my shock resistance. Okay, now I'm going to use my falcon bow and shoot a regular arrow. Oops. After this electric choo-choo, that'll shock everyone up there. I might as well switch to, well actually no, I'll use up this weapon first. See, I made that look extremely easy. That was all the shock resistance. If it wasn't for shock resistance, I probably would have lost a lot of hearts there. Anyway, here's 1 star fragment in this treasure chest right here. Okay, another one you can get is on the far east side of the map by Outskirts Stable. Now you can sell star fragments for like 300 rupees. I hear you can use them in recipes, but what I like to use them for is upgrading my armor. If you've got the ancient armor, which I have right here, you can get Get that at the Akala Ancient Tech Lab. To remove everything metal. So anyway, you can get to the Akala Ancient Tech Lab, and the final upgrade, first of all, you have to have 4 fairy fountains. 4 fairy fountains unlocked. And it costs 2 giant ancient cores and 1 star fragment. Okay, I'm going to have to put on this menu to stop the thunder from interrupting me. Anyways, you need 2 giant ancient cores and 1 star fragment for each piece of armor. So in total, when I'm doing a full playthrough, I'll collect 6 giant ancient cores and 3 shooting star or 3 star fragments, which is why I'm showing how to get 3 of them in this video. So here's the second one. You go to this tree across from the stable. There's some lady here. And there's where you get your second star fragment. Okay, and now we'll show how to trigger a shooting star. I'm going to go to Dueling Peaks, the top of Dueling Peaks Mountain. See, now originally when I tried triggering a star fragment, I read someone else's advice on how to do it, and it says it'll only happen on a full moon. So I talked to Hino, this guy named Hino at the Dueling Peaks stable. I kept talking to him to find out what that moon was going to be tonight, until he says a full moon, and then I'd go up there. So I wasted a lot of time doing that, and it turns out you don't need a full moon to do that. It doesn't matter what the moon is. So I'm going to climb up here. It's much easier to do it this way. Okay, I'm going to face towards the castle. First we want to light a fire. Okay, first you want to sit until morning. I was told it's best to face the castle. Okay, now you want to light it again. Now you want to sit until night. Just stand here, keep facing the same direction you were facing when you lit the fire, preferably towards the castle, and just wait. You should see a shooting star. Oh, another thing, I forgot to do it. What I wanted to do is cook up 4 hot-footed frogs with a bocable, and got it would have made a fast speed elixir. But I forgot to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go somewhere where I can make an elixir, then I'll come back and redo. I'll come back and do the fire again. Because when if that shooting star shoots like late at night, you only have till 5 a.m. to get to it, so you want to be able to move pretty quick. So I would recommend getting 4 hot-footed frogs and bocable guts. Now, hot-footed frogs might be kind of hard to find, but you can buy them off beetle at some locations, like Outskirts Stable, he sells them, and I believe Highland Stable, I think, might be the other place where he sells them. Okay, so we're going to cook up 4 of those, 1 bokoblin gut. Seven minutes and 10 seconds, high level haste effect. I don't think it's normally 7 minutes. I think it's usually shorter than that. But occasionally cook something and you get a bonus. I never did understand that. Okay, now we're gonna go back up to the top of the Dueling Peaks. Who knows, maybe this shooting star hadn't gone by yet, but I don't want to waste too much time waiting for it. So I might just do the fire thing again. Okay, so first we're going to sit until morning, then once again we're going to sit until night. Now I just got to sit here and wait. So the person I read that did this says it works every single time. I've only tried it once and it worked for me. So I'm hoping I have the same luck. See, the old one I read, I mentioned that I always thought it had to be during a full moon. So you talk to Heino to see what kind of moon it was going to be at that night, because he isn't supposed to be an expert on the moons. So he'd tell you exactly what moon, like 7-day moon, 13-day moon. It's like a certain rotation of, I don't know, about a dozen different moons. So I'd have to keep talking to him, and I'd go sit by the fire and wait until noon the next day. Talk to him again, and I keep doing that until he'd tell me it's going to be a full moon. Then I would come up here and sit until night. See, now this is the worst part, is you have no idea when it's going to go flying by. I've seen it happen as early as 10 p.m. and I've seen it happen as late as 2:30. But when you see that star fragment land, you want to get there by 5 in the morning, because at 5 a.m. it just vanishes. looks like Link's falling asleep.
There it is.
Okay, so I'm 2 for 2. Second time I tried it. Another thing I heard is that if the star fragment, if the shooting star lands in water, whether it be in like a river or just a small puddle, it'll disappear on impact. But so far, I have never seen that happen. Well, I've never even seen it land in water, but so I don't know how accurate that is. Now, I guess another thing you could do is you could transport to a shrine or a stable or like a shrine or a tower that's nearby the star fragment and get there quicker. I didn't know that before. I wasn't sure if you transported it, if it would disappear, but from what I heard, it will not disappear, so it was good to do that. One thing I'm going to need is some stamina. Luckily I carry some extra. See, I could have gone to Riverside Stable there and or the shrine. Could transport to the shrine near Riverside Stable and just ran there. Okay, I don't think I really need my haste effect, but it's like if there's no other time in the game where I'm going to need it. So I'll go ahead and use it now. Runs pretty quick. Now if you really want to run fast, you can get the dark armor. You get the dark armor from Kilton. Because the dark armor makes you run fast at night. And there I got my 3 Star Fragments. I hate these bats. There's all 3 Star Fragments. I need one more giant ancient card and need to unlock the 4th fairy fountain in my current playthrough, and I will have fully upgraded. Well, I also have to upgrade my Grievous too. Anyway, that's how you get your 3 Star Fragments.